Greetings, everyone. Nice to see you here on this Friday evening. Tonight, something incredibly special for everyone. The title of this program, as you have seen, is called Cars, Convoys, and Conversations. This is something I partnered with Rick, the Ukrainian, as we were delivering the armored vehicles to the frontline positions, to the 141 and to the 67th. As we were driving out way in the east, battling forest fires, drones, just dealing with everything that you have to deal with, setting up meeting points, meeting times. It was hot. It was loud. All of the things that you have to go through in a convoy and driving military vehicles, which, by the way, is a lot of fun. Rick had this idea. Greg, let's record a video. Well, then I started sharing with him about Jerry Seinfeld. Dude, Jerry Seinfeld here in the U.S. would get in his car with a cup of coffee and ride around with Barack Obama or ride around with other famous people, politics, and movie stars, and they would just have a conversation. I said, Rick, why don't you and we're in a car, an armored vehicle, we're in a convoy, let's have a conversation, and when we get back to the States, and when I get back to the States, and we get these delivered, and everything is good on the OPSEC, we'll release this video together on the same day. Well, today is that day, and we are proud to release it to you. I know that just a couple of hours ago, Rick released it on his channel, and if you did not see it, or maybe you want to watch it again, we say welcome. So guys, without further ado, we talk about politics, we talk about the war, we talk about updates, and everything that we talked about, even though it was days ago, is 100% relative for today. But the most important thing is you will be inside the armored vehicle as we drive along and talk about Ukraine, the political situation, the war situation, and the world. I hope that you guys enjoy it. Thank you for being here. Be blessed. Here we go.
Hello, guys.
What's up, everybody?
So, we are still driving the snap. And we wanted to talk. Just to have a typical road trip conversation.
Well, Jerry Seinfeld has a program called Coffee and Cars. And we would just talk riding in the car. So we're doing the same thing. So we're dropping armored vehicles and having a conversation.
Yep.
We're in eastern Ukraine somewhere.
We have a lot to talk about, as always, but nothing comes to my mind at the moment.
Well, we've been rolling non-stop, lots of kilometers, lots of energy expelled. It's not easy, man. It's not easy.
It is not, but Dr. Energy is sharing his energy with me. And I don't know, this trip, second time for me, is easier, both emotionally and physically, so.
Well, it's always easier when you're riding in a war zone inside an armored vehicle. That does make it easier.
Yeah.
We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah, we were.
A little bit more comfort when you're riding in this, so. Thank you to Pete and his dream. Of course, we can feel Pete here with us. We're actually riding in the second vehicle, and call sign on this vehicle is Hasta la Vista. So the same call sign that Pete had, and you guys know I have Pete's jacket in my studio at home, and I have Hasta la Vista. Hasta la Vista is now, this is the name of this truck. Woo! And somebody pulls out in front of us.
Oh yeah, pretty suddenly. And we're driving fast.
The foot is on the floor, and if I could cut a hole in the floor and push the gas any harder, I would.
What is it on the meter right now?
110.
110. Kilometers, guys, not miles. Per hour.
For those of you that are Americans, I'm going about 65 miles per hour.
Pretty fast though.
Oh yeah.
Especially for this heavy baby.
Yes, but I've got a good 100 meters or so between Jamie and I. And this is a right side drive vehicle. Of course, here it's left side drive vehicles. I'm sorry, yeah, like the US. And so Jamie and I, we split it so I can see beyond him, and I'm watching when his vehicle hits the bumps, so I know what to expect. But this vehicle being so heavy, just common rolling on the road, you don't even feel it in this thing. This thing is amazing. The suspension, the new tires. We did good, guys. We've done good.
Okay, yeah, you know, guys, what else? When Greg mentioned Pete, and this vehicle is called Hast, it is actually the same situation as the last time. Pete is looking after us. Today we have a crazy wind, which is a crazy good help against FPV drones.
Yes.
We're pretty close to the front line today.
And the chance of FPVs and us having to deal with them is diminished extremely, because an FPV drone, unless it's a really bigger unit, can't fly in this weather. It's terrible. The wind is terrible.
The field is actually burning.
Fields
around
burning.
us. Right now, there's a lot of smoke around us. Wow.
Yeah.
I would love to show it, but we need to. Well, we don't have an option to flip the camera on iPhone.
No.
Anyway, I wanted to say thank you, Peter, for looking after us.
Yes.
You really do a great job.
I was just talking with Peter's brother, Paul, and Paul and Sally and Ma Rose, they just so happy. I mean, how can you say so happy when you lost your son and your brother, but so happy that Pete's dream and vision is being fulfilled, and that people have not forgotten about Pete. In fact, I can tell you guys, not only that, this town we were just in, I met with Harry from Estonia, just quick meeting, and two other journalists from the Telegraph, and we made a decision that in about a week or so, once I'm back in the States, we're going to do a joint stream, and they really have a desire. Harry was very good friends with Pete, and have a desire to finish the Project Tatiana, Project 22, so keep your eyes open for that. We're all going to be working together to finish that, and that would mean that everything Peter dreamed about, everything Peter had hoped for, wished, and desired will be fulfilled and not left without a positive result.
You know, I am really happy that you guys joined forces in that, because I would also love to see Pete's fundraiser being closed. Project Tatiana, I mention it on my streams. I won't say every time, but it's always in the description.
Mine too.
Of my
Always.
stream. Always a reminder there to donate to that one. But without joining the forces, yeah, look what Greg has. Without joining the forces, we are not able to close that one, because it's a big one.
Well, united we stand, divided we fall. I've got a really good person that has been very helpful in our fundraisers, that has already communicated to me privately, Greg, we get these armored vehicles done, I would like to be a part of helping complete Pete's dream for Project Tatiana, Project 22.
That's really awesome.
Yeah, so it's going to happen. But like I said, we do it once, we do it right. We get these vehicles delivered as we promised, and then we push on to the next things. Here, your turn.
Great. Okay, so it's a speaking monkey. Who has the monkey has to speak, right? Okay, Barry Monkey is here. Been driving with us. Been enjoying the view of the dust storms, they are here today. There was a crazy moment where we moved through a cloud of dust. You cannot see anything. It's like moving through a forest fire, or like some big fire. You cannot see anything, but
trees across the road.
Oh yeah, fallen
I
trees.
mean, terrible, man. Really bad, guys.
Yeah, the wind is crazy today, but it is good, as we told you. For us, it is good. Good for our safety.
Yes.
I also wanted to talk to you about the gift from Hubert. I have it here.
Do it, man.
Hubert, I got it. Here it is. So this one's for Rick, but there's also one for Roman Prochimets. I'm not opening the one for Roman because it's not mine, but I will open mine. Before getting the items out, I will read the message. If I was streaming that, I would have read the message out loud, but I'm not sure if it's private or it could be for public.
I don't know. You'll have to make the decision on that.
Yeah. Hubert. Okay. I think Hubert won't mind. I mean, I don't know Hubert too well because we didn't meet in real life. But
well, I can tell you, Hubert sent a Starlink, and that Starlink is being used by Wasp.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's really cool. Thank you, Hubert. Thank you for that. Well, I see there's some personal stories, so probably I will read the last part. I got a local veteran-owned business to make the patches. As far as I know, there are only 8 in existence with that color pattern. I kept one for myself. They have elements from the new Brunswick flag, namely the boat and lion. If you are ever find yourself in the place I live, I insist you to stop by. Man, you're joking? Me being in that place and not stopping by? 100%. When this war is over and we win, because yeah, I will definitely visit. Okay, is it? It's in Canada.
Canada.
Yes.
Hubert's from Canada.
I will visit Canada. I will visit US. I will try to get to every roller who will invite me to visit them with great pleasure, guys. And Hubert, let me get inside. Oh, well, that's not all I need to read. Just give me a minute. I can't thank you enough for the work that you do. Enclosed is some amethyst I found in New Brunswick, Canada, while doing field work for my master's degree. I have gifted several pieces to family and friends, and would be honored to count you all amongst them. The ancient Egyptian army would wear amethyst to keep them safe in battle. I hope this keeps you safe as well. Thank you so much. I'm not in the battle, but I am pretty close to where the battle is happening, so I could use some safety. Look at this, guys. It is just okay. Other side, the other side. Come on, Amethyst. Come on, iPhone. Focus on it. Come on. Yeah, it's beautiful. Look at the color.
Oh yeah. We have a soldier here. He's on a different front. He's been on my videos before. People know about him. His call sign is Amethyst.
Amethyst.
Great soldier for Ukraine.
Okay, so I'm trying to find the description of the patch here. Okay, I don't think I see it in here, but it's like a Spartan helmet on this patch. Look, guys, look how awesome it is. There's a lion there, and the boat. Yeah, it is described. So they have elements from the new Brunswick flag, namely the boat and lion. It's really cool. So it's kind of your hometown, home city patch. It looks badass. Really, I really like it. Greg is being focused on the road since
I'm
he's
driving in a war zone. He wants to show me patches. It is good.
Guys, he is distracted to the phone all the time. Don't worry about that. I'm not putting us.
I will say thank you to Hubert as well. I received my patch, and the others that you had labeled, I've given those away as well. So Hubert, thank you so much.
Thank you, Hubert. This one's amazing. I'll put it on my backpack and wear it with pride of such a great roller like you. My backpack is in the bag. This is why I cannot do it right now. But I would have yesterday because backpack was yesterday here. Actually, not letting.
Well, yesterday you're too busy staying in Soviet hotels.
Oh yeah. The video is going to be released before this video, so you will know what we're talking about, guys. So yeah,
I actually cannot wait to watch that one.
Oh yeah, I'm working on it today as soon as I get to the internet.
Good.
So yeah, thank you so much. And guys, in this one for Roman, we can see the same patch and I think they are candies. It's pretty cool. And the message here, so I will pass it to Roman once I meet him. I actually need to do it when I get back home right away because we haven't seen each other in at least 3 months, maybe even 4. Crazy. Well, but I don't want to bother him, you know. Do you know Roman's story? Do you remember it?
Yeah, I've watched him on your stream several times.
Yeah. So he is going under not very successful rehabilitation.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have energy to meet people, to even message people. It's terrible what military action does to our soldiers.
Yeah, and it's, of course, first and foremost to the soldiers, but then to everybody.
Yeah, to civilians too.
Civilians, children, older people, younger people.
Yeah, guys, no one will get out without consequences. Like, not get out, like...
No one will escape
Yeah, escape.
some PTSD unless they've been... Unless they're...
They've been chilling in Zakarpattia.
Yeah, unless they have been chilling in the western mountains or fled the country like a bunch of cowards.
Oh yeah, exactly. Everyone else will definitely.
I'm not talking about people that left the country.
Well, a lot of people left the country in the beginning to save their children.
That's what. But I'm not talking about people even that left the country, like 5 years ago and had a job in Poland or Germany.
Sure.
No problem, zero problems there. I'm talking about the people that are dodging the draft right now, escaping, and I've seen many of them in Poland, and they kiss their wife and children and put them on the train to go back to Ukraine, and they walk away into the darkness. And I yell from the train platform, "You coward, come with me and I'll take you to your country." So that is my opinion, and I have a Ukrainian sitting beside me. So I don't mind sharing that one. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Healthy, but it's going to come to a head because now Poland, Germany, these countries are starting to talk about it much more seriously about these military age young men that are just chilling in their country.
Yeah.
They're starting to talk about it. So as this war continues, that story's not over yet.
Yeah. It's definitely not what they should do. So we can actually call for them, to come back and defend their country.
Listen, there's plenty of ways to defend your country.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have to be sitting in a zero line with FPV drones flying over your head 24/7. There's jobs, there's economy, there's infrastructure.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
There's
there's
also-
taxes that need to be paid so the government can function.
You can start with volunteering. right?
Volunteering.
That's what we do. Yeah, everyone should be involved, guys.
Everybody needs to
no
be
matter
involved.
the way of involvement, but there should be an involvement from every Ukrainian citizen. Do you know that guy?
Yeah.
Really cool guys, right? We're just passing some village, and Greg goes, "Baby, hey guy." But he's not talking about that. For the OPSEC reasons, right?
We're somewhere in eastern Ukraine.
Yeah. I'm not asking you to say more. Yeah, so I don't know if I should start the topic of the great support of our partners.
You can start any topic you want, buddy. I'm just driving and enjoying chatting with you.
I know. I just, guys, you know, yesterday, Sternenko made a great stream where he actually discussed, well, not discussed, it was a monologue, but he kind of analyzed the peace plan of Zelensky. There are more and more talks about it lately. We don't know the whole plan. We know that part of that plan is the operation in Kursk and some other military operations, and it is to make Putin give us back our territories by also pressure from the partners and stuff. And he doesn't really see how it is possible to make Russia do something. I also don't see it. Greg, maybe you see a way to make Russia only by totally defeating it on the battlefield.
There is no other way.
Yeah,
There's only one way. Smash them.
smash them hard.
That Ukraine cannot do alone. It's not even possible. It's not even close.
Exactly.
There has to be partners and there has to be serious support. The second way is, and this is Starsky's view, or a part of Starsky's view, I don't want to speak for him, but he speaks quite often about one of the things that will assist in the fall of Putin and this empire is implosion from within. So there has to be an explosion from the out and an implosion from within, and then we'll be in good shape. But you can't negotiate with a terrorist.
Exactly.
That's rule number one. So anybody that thinks that's a part of a process, you already have a flawed view. Putin doesn't care what anybody thinks other than Putin.
Exactly. You must not just negotiate with terrorists, you must not give in to the terrorists.
Correct.
The problem is our partners currently give in to the terrorists. They are willing.
Well, you know, if I'm elected president, when I'm president-elect,
If I'm an elected president,
the first 24 hours, I'm going to call Volvo and sit them down, and we're going to fix this, and I'll get the war over. Do you want Ukraine to win? I want the war needs to end. Do you want Ukraine to win? A lot of people dying. The war needs to end. So there you have it. That's how people think.
Yep.
Wrong thinking.
What?
Wrong thinking.
Exactly. It's impossible. It's, guys, like, the situation is next. Putin has sit down, well, not Putin, Russia has sit down Ukraine to a chair. Okay, I'm trying to think of a good metaphor for this. So basically, they are holding their knife to Ukraine's throat and saying, U.S., you gotta keep Ukraine from striking our territory, or either we will slit their throat. And I know that one of the principles of U.S. is never negotiate with terrorists. Is it, Greg?
It is. Well,
okay.
It is, depending on the particular leader's viewpoint and their perspective, but in general, yes, we do not negotiate with terrorists. In general. Listen, it's simple. You can't negotiate with the terrorists.
Exactly.
That's what they want. That's called shock imat.
Shock imat. Checkmate.
Checkmate.
In English, yeah.
Check.
Well, the situation is bad.
Really
Because,
bad.
okay, anyway, let's not talk about that. Let's talk about that, what Ukraine can do. That's what's that? You want to comment on that?
No.
No, okay. So, what we can do right now, we could have do a reform of our army, for example, and it's not just the digitalization. It is actually building a simpler system, like Russians have right now, where you have one commander that has an air reconnaissance in his command, and same commander should have a HIMARS in his command. So when the air reconnaissance find the target, the decision should be quick. You should not, right now guys, what we have is many commanders on many positions and staffs. They should be, okay, we're stopping?
No.
Oh, okay, got it. Jenny was waiting for us. Good. So, right now, it could be a very long time between the decision to strike any target, because right now the structure of our army, of Ukrainian army, is so complex that to make a simple decision to hit the target with something, you need to, what's the word? What do you need to do?
You need an act of Congress.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That's slang.
Okay.
First of all, there's very little cohesion. Even though they're fighting for the same end result, there's very little cohesion. And that, listen, when it comes down to it, that's Kyiv's fault. And there needs to be a restructure so that cooperation between units in Ukraine can happen seamlessly. And they're not in competition with each other. And they're not mining their positions and not even allowing the other Ukrainian groups to get to them to help them. This stuff happens. And it just needs a lot of adjustments.
Exactly. Also, finally, at some point, the commanders...
But I want to say, Ukrainian soldiers on the zero are heroes and amazing.
Exactly. We're not talking about them.
We're not talking about them, but the leaders, in many cases, not all, in many cases, it's bad, man.
Yeah.
It's bad. Needs to be fixed, but that fix must come ultimately from the commander-in-chief, whose name is Vladimir Zelensky, and his general, Syrsky.
Yeah. The problem right now is there is zero political will to do that from Zelensky and Syrsky, because unfortunately I think they like the opposite tactics. What we have right now is okay for them. They got used to it, so they just don't want to go through a process of a very painful reform, because it will damage a lot of commanders who are friends with many other commanders.
Okay,
and
should be okay here, but we're coming to a block post.
Yep.
So
We're just going to be less active talking. So, yeah, but
they can't see anything.
the snatch is getting less loud now. Yeah, because...
this is a very important block post where we're at. I've been through this block post probably 75 times over the last 2 years. And this is a key one here in the region we're in. Very key.
I haven't been here yet.
No, this is your first time at this one. You don't play at this block post. You can see the difference?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It is different.
They know our vehicle. Jane is talking. And we're good. And I'm giving the thumbs up. Bajaj здоровья, хлопцы. Guys, that's what happens when you run aid non-stop to the front. We know these guys many times.
And they know you.
And I'm not in the Sumi region. Holy moly, what a vehicle!
Oh yeah, that's guys. That is a. Huh.
Oh, there's another one.
Wow, yeah. Is it a martyr?
That's a martyr, 2 of them.
Yeah, 2 martyrs,
Yeah.
guys. Wow. I actually see a martyr for the first time with my own eyes.
You saw
Pretty
2
cool.
of them.
It was 2 of them. All grilled.
But yeah, all protected, like you see on TV. You know, there's block posts that we go to in the Sumi area up there near Kursk, which means we're not there right now. Where we literally know the guys, and we can roll up to that block post, and they'll say, "Janie and Greg, welcome back. Thank you for helping. You just came through one of the strongest block posts in the East, and not even a document was shown, and that's not negative in this sense on Ukraine. It's positive into these guys know our truck and how much aid we run here, and we're in an armored, you know, in a snatch. They know what we're doing.
Uh-huh.
So it's respectful. They didn't waste our time. They know us.
Yep, that's really cool. When they understand that your work
We're
is
here to help.
important
They know.
and that they don't need to waste your time.
Nope, nor theirs. Be checking others.
Wow, we're
How about that view, buddy?
Yeah, we're going downhill and it's very
Very incredible.
incredible. I think this place have been struck a few times.
You think?
100%.
And
we
don't
cannot tell you what we see.
listen. We don't. You know, when we
can we?
smile
I
or
don't think.
laugh. No, when we smile or laugh, it's not making fun of it. It's just if you don't smile, you'll just be depressed all the time.
Oh yeah, exactly. Humor is the only thing
It's the only thing you have.
that lets us keep going. By the way, there's a market there. Ah, but we're still not in the
We're
town
okay.
we need to, right?
Yeah, we're okay.
Okay.
We have a meeting to get to right now. Meeting a hero, a very important hero that helps us immensely. And we have a meeting with him.
I already know him.
Yes, Rick has met him.
That's really cool. Tough guy, guys. Really a tough guy.
He is a stud.
Oh. So, now we're in the traffic. This is gonna be like first, second, third here.
That's 1. That's 2.
That's 2. But actually, Snatch
3.
can get to the 5th gear pretty fast.
Yeah.
Faster than...
It's geared low, of course, for torque. Runs phenomenal, guys. Runs like a horse, man.
Yeah, pretty good one. It's actually the same one I was driving, so I know it pretty well.
You do? So right now, Rick, you're looking at a very important train station that was blown up. Lots of people were killed right here.
I remember.
Okay.
Lots of children were
Lots
killed.
of people and children were killed right here. And that doesn't give away where we're at because that's happened in many places.
Yeah.
But this one's in particularly was very massive attack. I know right now your chat is going with the guesses of where we're at. They're guessing.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's okay.
Yours too, if we post
Oh
it
yeah,
on our post channel.
I'll post this, buddy. Absolutely. This is Coffee and Cars.
It actually will look like Top Gear. Really. I like this
I
experience.
mean, there's nothing but military vehicle after military vehicle after military vehicle, as it should be.
We went silent, but it
Well, I
happens
had to
on
get
our
to a
own,
little
guys.
technical spot here.
Yeah.
And to be honest, right here, a lot of people lost their lives at one time in a millisecond.
Yeah. Guys, where it's closer to the front line,
Everything destroyed.
the danger is bigger.
Well, the danger
and-
here is S300.
Yeah.
And of course MLRS, but S300. So you can be hit with S300, S400, and the air alarm never goes off. It's just it's here before it's recognized, or they're able to identify.
The same as with Iskander.
Yeah, this
basically.
close.
Yeah, basically the same as S300. Which is very sick that they use the weapon that was supposed to protect the air defense system. S300 is being used to kill people.
Well, now we'll begin to see the use of Iranian missiles at those short ranges, 112 kilometers and in, and they'll be equally as devastating because
Yeah.
that will free up Iskanders to be used at longer distances. It's just no good. And we see Russia being supplied and the world dragging its feet to supply Ukraine.
It's such a shame, man. We still don't have the decision in all those meetings of Starmer with Biden. It was such a big fuss in the media, and it turned out to be a poof,
It's called the nothing burger.
nothing burger.
Nothing burger, as we knew would be a nothing burger because we are aware that nothing major will happen. Nothing major. There'll be minors, some appropriations, maybe some old budgetary things, but on a massive scale where the world would go, oh, that's a big difference. Nothing will happen until after the election.
What about the mess up with the $6 billion of aid for Ukraine?
That they're working on a delay for that. The last I heard, and I've been paying attention because we're out here on the front right now. But those little, you call that little, but those little things, I think they'll continue to process through slowly. Those drawdowns and those monies that were allocated. But as far as something massive where Vladimir Putin would pay even more attention, nothing.
Yep. Well, I don't know. It's just like that with us Ukrainians right now. We are like, well, what else do we have? Oh, by the way,
the best you can.
By the way, guys, have you seen what I have on my phone? Greg, look at this. Yeah, so here we are, Ukrainians. When we hear for 100th time about the restriction is going to be lifted in the media, but nothing happens. That's how we look like. Like this amazing minister of foreign affairs of Ukraine. Just like sipping our cigar and keep struggling. Well, we have no other choice, and that also what gives us strength, guys, and resilience, you know? If we had a choice, maybe we would not be such bold fighters as our soldiers are, and such bold operations like the Kursk one. No one in the world would dare to do that. I mean, right now, no country in the world would dare to do that. But guys, we have no other choice.
Man, you're
it's us or them.
You're cornered. You're cornered. You have no alternative.
Yeah, exactly.
Fight or surrender.
Cornered. Fight or surrender.
That's it. That's your options.
This is why I think
freezing a line. That's not an option.
Yeah. It's not an option, and I think even Zelensky, who started talking about negotiations, and we started really suspect that he may want to agree to freeze the conflict. I still am sure that even he won't go for that.
No.
So guys, it's that simple. I really don't want...
Sorry for the silence, but I gotta focus right here.
Yeah, I really am looking around in this town, and I really hope that it will not repeat the destiny of Bakhmut or Avdiivka.
Well, that...
Yeah, we see a destruction around us, like a 5-floor building leveled to 3 floors. Yeah, stuff like that. A lot of destruction around. But you know, it disgusts me. Yeah, I feel disgust when I think that Russians might be storming these streets soon. But it may happen. The probability is big because we don't have enough support to hold them, to at least hold them.
Well, there's certain key locations we need to hold on to, one of being Pokrovsk.
Yeah.
And
Pokrovsk is
so
vital. It's
so
very
vital.
important.
And it affects many regions that are even 100 kilometers away from it.
Exactly, yeah.
People need to understand that.
You cannot imagine, guys, how fast Russians could be near Pavlograd in Dnipropetrovsk Oblast.
There is nothing between Pokrovsk and Pavlograd.
Yeah.
And I literally mean nothing. Maybe a little village here, a little village there, which are basically family farming communities from generations. But other than that, there's nothing. It's extremely rural. There's no paved roads other than the main one that runs Dnipro, Pavlograd, Pokrovsk. It's a tough area, and Ukrainians know it. But if the world doesn't pay attention to that area, it will be a critical miscalculation.
I really hope that, as you say, no bold decisions before the election. I really hope that after the election it won't be too late and we won't lose the whole Donetsk Oblast because we lost Pokrovsk due to the lack of support.
Well,
ammunition.
If Donald Trump wins, you're done.
Yeah, I mean,
and I don't mean Ukraine's done as far as the war's over, but I mean it will be an extreme challenge to get aid.
Yeah, but guys, we won't stop fighting. We won't give Putin what he wants just because Trump will stop giving us weapons. No. We will keep fighting. It just means we will lose territory faster. We will lose 10 times more men. And we will lose Ukraine eventually at some point.
Well, at some point,
bit by bit.
There's a limit to it. We only have X amount of people and X amount of land.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
So
it's math.
guys, yeah, it could one could end faster than the other. We could lose either all the men we have, and with that, of course,
And ladies, because there's a lot of ladies
Yes,
fighting
yes.
on the front.
ladies
A lot.
are fighting, and even more will be joining if U.S. will stop supporting us. Guys, you cannot imagine how many ladies, friends, and acquaintances I know who are thinking of joining the army. They are just looking at this situation and they start preparing. They go to the military courses. First aid, of course, is the priority. Then some of them go train with weapons and thinking of the position they will take in the army. So, yes, if Trump comes to power and stops supporting us, then it's just a matter of time when we either lose our human resource first to fight this war or our land, because Russians will be moving much faster and they will start coming from more directions like they did in Kharkiv Oblast. They may try to get from Chernihiv and Kyiv Oblast once again. All of that may repeat. Another blog post ahead. We're slowing down and getting less talkative. Is it a word?
Yeah. Another very important one.
Making serious faces.
This one I've been through here many times.
Well, maybe not serious, but
No, this is a serious one.
grateful faces. No, I was saying we're making serious faces.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then after that, I said maybe not serious, but grateful. So, what else we can do to increase our own potential, the Ukrainian army? What we really need to do, it's a great idea. It's not his idea, probably, of Sternenko, but he's talking about it a lot lately, and he said that he's going to be lobbying this idea. So this is to export the Ukrainian weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it in front of us. So Ukrainian society, what Zelensky is afraid of is that Ukrainian society will start to be, will not understand this. Like, we're fighting a war. Our soldiers don't have enough drones, and you sell drones. What? Why? But the thing is, export of weaponry means investment. That's business, guys. Business works like that. You invest more. I mean, our partners will be investing more because they will be buying weapons from us. And our companies will be able to extend and expand their production massively. Because right now we don't have enough investment to build enough drones. We don't have enough investment and money to build enough howitzers, though. Do you know how many Bogdana howitzers, 155 millimeters, we can produce per month right now? 16. Not bad.
Not bad.
But it could be 160 if we had orders from other countries. You know, guys, so basically it might sound like a paradox, but for businessmen it's not.
Yeah, but I'm not sure Ukrainian generals public will understand that, because your exchange rate dollar to hryvnia is getting ready to go to 50 versus 40. Your cost of fuel is going up. and it will be spun like crazy with the propaganda.
Yes, but
And once you have more economics in flowing, who's going to sell you components? I'm just playing devil's advocate. You can't even get weapons now. Who's going to be selling you components?
components, our partners, for example.
How's that working for you right now?
Well,
Just asking.
let's begin.
Why hasn't Ukraine mobilized civilians like we had Rosie Riveters in World War II in America when we decided to go to war? Our entire society mobilized for the war effort. Automobile plants were closed and they turned into tank factories and ammunition factories, and ladies left their home and went to work 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. We don't have it inside Ukraine, and until
Yes.
you have it, you're not going to change.
But what does it have to do with
Everything.
The
You don't have the manpower.
Weapon export.
I completely disagree with it.
You see,
Because I don't believe people are going to supply Ukraine.
what people?
Any people, any nations.
Governments or just
Nations,
regular
companies.
people?
Propaganda's too strong, man. Sorry.
Okay.
I understand the economic side of it. I've read Zelensky's thing. I heard Stonenko. It makes sense. But you're talking about a process that will take years. You do not have years.
Well, we do not have the other choice.
That
What's the other choice? Is to give up, right?
No. No.
Or freeze the conflict
No.
where it is?
No. Change the initiative completely. Show the world how you're fighting against corruption. Rally people to come to your aid by telling them the truth instead of giving them opium, and the world will stand up.
With this government, it's
You
impossible,
asked.
man.
Okay, then there you just answered your own question.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
need
guys.
help right now.
Yep.
Not a
Exactly.
3-year plan.
Yep.
Right now.
But help right now is not going to be
Right.
given to us
I
by
understand,
anyone.
but I'm just saying, right now.
And this government is populistic. What they care only is to keep society quiet and satisfied.
Agreed.
This is why they need to show only the good picture, not the truth, only the polished picture from everywhere, from the front line, from our strong Ukrainian production, which actually lacks the number of components. And we need a technological boost. For that, we need to produce 5-10 times more than Russians produce. And it's impossible without
Completely
investment.
agree.
We don't
Without
have
investment, I completely agree with that. But we have to mobilize two things: international support, including governments
Yes.
and businesses such as computer companies that would make chips, et cetera, et
Yes.
cetera. And Ukraine needs to do a better job of I don't want to use the word mobilize, but rallying citizens from 10 to 90, male, female, from the east to the west to the north to the south. That is what's required.
What our government is doing instead right now, they're on the opposite, are sleeping them down.
I'm
like,
we're just a couple minutes from where we need to arrive.
so we need to finish the
We
video.
need to finish. And I appreciate President Zelensky. I do. But every night, Ukrainsky, and he talks about, this is what we did, this is what we did. I appreciate that. But for me, as an outsider who's dedicated to fight and help Ukraine until Permoga, until victory, I would love to hear him say, Ukrainians, it's time for us to come together like never before. Every man, every woman, every boy, every girl, we need to stand together. Not about, today I met with Schultz, today I talked to this nation, today I talked to that nation.
Man. He
No.
says that occasionally.
Occasionally,
in
it
his
needs to be
videos.
every day.
Yes, but
You've
the problem
got
is,
to rally the people, bro.
saying is not enough.
But it would
it's
be a
not
good
enough.
start.
I
Man, come on, inspire somebody. Give me a Winston Churchill.
well,
We will fight in the valley. We
will.
will fight in the mountain.
we will.
Maybe I can run for president and you run for prime minister. I'll make you the
That's a good
prime
idea.
minister.
You're going to be a good cop and I'm going to be a bad cop.
No, we're going to be great cops together. We're going to win the war.
I agree.
Because we're going to rally Ukrainians.
I agree.
And when Ukrainians are rallied, the world will rally.
Okay. Energy? You want energy? Let's get Greg the Ukrainian citizenship Let's do it.
Well, I'm
Let's
close.
Make him a
I'm
president.
close. I have my residency, so can I run? Can I run for office?
Let's do it.
All right, start winding it down because I know we're about a kilometer from where we need to be.
Great job, man. Thank you. Awesome chat, and you guys, please stay more optimistic than I am.
Hey,
like this guy.
we're optimistic, but we speak the truth.
Yeah.
And the truth is, Ukraine will win this war because I am a believer that truth defeats evil and
Man,
truth
I
defeats
still
lies.
believe it.
I do too, brother. And light
I
defeats
believe
darkness. But with all of that said, we got to crank it up a notch,
Oh yeah.
both internally and externally. So, thank you guys. Thank you for all your support for Rick's channel, for my channel, all of our partners. And we're getting ready to meet some heroes here and do some very special things, and you will be seeing these things in the days to come. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Live long and prosper.
If you were able
And
to
donate.
stay and catch all of that video, I just want to say thank you. It was quite an adventure and quite a conversation in the car, the convoy in the conversation with Rick, the Ukrainian. I want to thank you again for your support of our work here at the Greg Terry Experience, our partnership with Rick, the Ukrainian. Thank you for liking and commenting, subscribing. If you're subscribing, make sure you have the notification bell on. We go live quite regularly, almost daily. Additionally, video drops at any time, and we always want you to be a part of that. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for being a part of standing with Ukraine until victory. Be blessed and have a great day. Thank you.